So traders, right now the stock market is potentially starting to slow down a lot right now. We're getting a bit of weakness into the markets today. So that's what we're going to be checking out today, guys, with the actual stock market today. So looking at the actual Nasdaq, the composite index on the Nasdaq, you can see basically today was a bit of a nothing day today, guys. We actually had a bit of a selling pressure towards the start of the day, but then we actually bought it to the upside through here. So one thing you'll notice what's been happening here, traders, is this. Look at this here. So if you go and have a look at the Nasdaq, look what's happening through here, right? So we had this up move through here, up, and notice that we're starting to do something like this through here, right? So it's actually just really starting to slow right now. So the big thing about the markets right now, guys, is that the market's in massive euphoria phase right now. Massive euphoria phase in the markets through here. But with this euphoria, what's happening right now, guys, it really is bringing, it's the big boys are really bringing in a lot of people. And some people call it manipulated. I call it, it's understanding these markets. And so where we are right now, guys, we're actually very, 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 very strong. There will come a point in time, guys, when we get a very good correction out of these markets. I think it's going to happen before the election, where we get a really good correction out of the markets. And I actually see it actually happening. I'm mumbling my words right now, guys, because I'm like, one, there's a very strong bull market, so I wouldn't want to be going short right now, and definitely I wouldn't want to be going long right now, because I only go long when, for me personally, I always like to go long after a good pullback, right? When the market goes up, I'm looking for a good pullback. I'm looking to go long here for the next ride to the upside. Well, it's not that simple, right? Actually, in that free trading course, guys, I teach you exactly, that free trading course link in the description, and I teach you exactly what I look for in my trading system. I actually give you my trading system for free, right? So this big pullback, move to the upside. We do actually have this significant high point up here of the 16,500. Now, if I go to the Nasdaq 100, right? So this is the Nasdaq 100, and it's doing something very, very, very similar, right? Around this is around that 18,000 level on the Nasdaq 100, and we had a break to the upside. I honestly believe, guys, that this is going to be some form of a false breakout, and we're going to see a reversal here. Because you can see here we had this big pullback, and then we had this move to the upside, and then bam, had a big break to the upside. So I wouldn't want to be shorting this, but my opinion, and it's worth 2 cents, my opinion is that we're probably likely to see something like this, and then we'll start to see something like this coming down through to here. I don't expect to see a very big drop out of it. I just expect to see a lot of up and down, up and down, up and down around this period before the election coming on the second half of this year through here. So very, 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 very dangerous through here, guys. And remember, traders, that whenever we go through these big movements to the upside, and you just notice how this works, right? So whenever we go through these big movements, we tend to go through quite a bit of time just really having a lot of volatility, right? We did pretty much the exact same thing up through here, pull back up. I'm expecting to see something like that going on now, and then I see another really big movement to the upside coming out of the actual stock market itself here. Let's go look at the S&P 500. And the S&P 500, we actually pretty much a nothing day. We're actually getting a bit of you see it's actually how it's actually starting to slow right now. This is actually very, very, very dangerous, guys, for a potential reversal in the market. Why? Because look at this here. It actually, this candle right here broke to the upside, didn't it? So it actually broke to the upside, and then look what's happened now. We've just done what? We've just gone sideways, haven't we? We've just gone sideways through here, and we have this whole resistance point all through here as well too. So that resistance point all through there, and now we've just gone all sideways through here. Now, for me, guys, this is probably going to be some form of a false breakout before we actually get this movement on the downside from there. So that's basically what I'm actually looking for, guys. When it comes to these markets from here, and this is the S&P 500, looking at that short-term analysis through there. And if I bring this up through down to this one here, There we go, right through there, right? So that's what I'm saying through there, guys. We're probably going to get a bit of a drop. Something's going to come out soon. It's probably going to cause this market to drop. And it's not going to be a big drop, guys. We're probably just going to spend a bit more time going sideways through there. And looking at the Russell. The Russell is one of those, Russell is a good example, guys, of why we shouldn't be jumping in and jumping out and trying to get every day right. Because if you've been trying to trade the Russell, you've been getting absolutely destroyed. Meaning you're trading based off your thoughts, like I think it's going to go up, I think it's going to go down. You'll notice in my actual trading system, in my free course that I give you guys, the first video is about the biggest mistakes you're making, and one of those biggest mistakes is trading based off what you think is going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen, right? That's the reason why we use a trading pattern. We wait for patterns to get that gives us some sort of edge in the markets. And so right now, look at this here. We're absolutely just going sideways through here, aren't we? So we do have we are actually at a bit of level of resistance through here. We are actually also getting potentially, maybe potentially. There you go, guys. There's some good crema for you. So maybe potentially, there's definitely definitely trend line coming up through there somewhere, I would say. And then we have this overall major level of resistance through here. So maybe we're just going to be squeezing up. Maybe we're just going to be on the Russell anyway, because I'm actually quite bullish to the Russell, guys. I'm actually very, very, very bullish to the Russell. So looking at the Russell here, maybe we're going to be just squeezing up to this pattern here and then getting ready for a breakout, which actually would be quite nice, right? If we can get something like this going on, guys, something like this. And again, guys, in that free course, I teach you my trading system, right? And by the way, guys, if you actually want to see what my actual trading statement looks like this year, I don't normally talk about my trading results, but I'm showing you my actual. If you click on that link for the free course, guys, register for the free course. The very first video you get is a short video of me showing you my trading statement this year, showing you my trading account, showing you that I actually really do trade these markets and I trade really well, right? So I don't normally like to show my results, because my results, guys, guess what? My results is based because I have emotional control. I have good trade management. I have good risk management. I can get out fast. I can hold things for big profits. I have the emotional control to not let FOMO kick in. You know what I'm saying, guys? So whenever you see someone that makes really good money out of trading, like, again, you'll be able to see the results that I'm making this year when you go get access to the free course. Free course, get access to that first video, you'll be able to see my results. But the reason why, guys, I personally don't like to talk about how much money I'm making on a trade, because this is me 20 years of experience, right? It's not just a matter of having a good system and you make money, right? Because a good system, guess what? A good system also loses money, right? A good system also has losses, right? It's how do you manage those losses? How do you get out fast for those losses so they're not big losses? How do you actually hold on to big profits? How do you actually manage those? How do you actually get into the right trades? How do you stay patient when there is no trade for a few weeks? You know what I'm saying? Traders so whenever you're seeing, big numbers like this guy made $30,000 in one trade, or $100,000 here, or, all this thing, this is where, guys, like for me personally, it's like me showing you my actual trading results. It's one, I do really well from trading, and I don't want that to be a representation of what you think you can do, even if you join my coaching program, right? Because it takes a bit of time for you to start to filter out what a good setup looks like, what a bad setup looks like, and so on and so forth. Make sense, guys? And that's the reason why I give you the free trading course, to really give you the edge there. But trading's not a get rich quick scheme, right? It's not. But you really can start to master some really amazing things when you're looking at the markets. So I hope that makes sense from there. So looking at this level through here, guys, low, and higher low all through here. And that's exactly what I'm seeing through there, guys, from an actual perspective. So if we can get something like that, guys, and then something like that, the Russell out of everything, because the Russell hasn't made a big move, guys, Russell's been quite small here. The Russell, this could be getting ready, this triangle pattern could be getting ready for a really, really, really big breakout soon.